At the time of recording this, it's July 23rd, 2025. Fortnite released on July 25th, 2017. And just 2 months later, Fortnite Battle Royale entered the world. That's 8 years. 2 years shy of a decade. To really put this into perspective, when Fortnite released, I was 10, probably chilling in English class. Today, I'm about to go to college. I can legally join the military, and I can own a gun. Let me paint you a story where we go down memory lane into our nostalgic past. In 2017, Battle Royales were the fresh game mode everybody was hyped for. Hunger Game books to Minecraft Hunger Games to a DayZ mod that inspired H1Z1, which then had a kid with the Japanese movie Battle Royale to give us a mod for Arma 2, which finally got us to PUBG. Holy shit. Somebody working at Epic Games HQ probably saw PUBG and went, hey, our new release Fortnite has a lot of assets. What if we made a quick Battle Royale game to get some marketing for our Save the World game? That person better be a fucking billionaire because the rest was history. Our cartoonish art style, easy to understand gunplay, a wacky item pool, a free-to-play model. In 2017, it was unheard of. The game picked up wind pretty quickly, and in a few months, it was the only thing the kids in my school were talking about. I played it at a cousin's house, and I thought it was shit. But at the time, we were kinda broke. So giving me a free-to-play multiplayer game that wasn't Roblox was like dropping crack in a marginalized neighborhood in the 80s. I was addicted. Y'all remember those orange bounce pads in the Fortnite Battle Royale launch trailer? Or the 5 seconds the Cybertron was in the game? The electric traps? The OG submachine gun? If I stretch my mind a few months into the future, I can also remember when the heavy shotgun was damn near a sniper. So the tac shotgun used to be purple. You guys definitely know about double pumping. That was in the game until season 5. Who knew a Battle Royale where you go big chunks without doing anything would make for a very interactive and successful stream game? Because 10-year-old me didn't, and he missed out on the video game equivalent of 2014 Bitcoin because this game blew up massively. From season 1 to 2 to 3, the game only got better and better and better, and content creators started pulling in crazy relevancy to this game. From Tilted Towers to getting your ass handed to you by John Wick, this is where what a lot of people know as Prime Fortnite became a thing. You don't know how many games I lost because I blew myself up trying to rocket ride with the guided missile. I remember sitting in front of my TV watching epic Fortnite streamer fails videos, just dying of laughter. Good times, man. Good times. Meteor slams in season 4, and Fortnite is the biggest thing in the world. Even your grandma is trying to max out her Omega skin. You got the Rocket event really revolutionizing video game live events. God, when was the last time anybody's talked about a Fortnite event? At this point, I'm 11, having the time of my life, winning games, dominating in 50v50, bro. I was shit. I was some kid playing his first shooter, and 99 people eventually lost to me, and I got my first win. Must have been embarrassing for them. Thanos happened, season 5 came, Thanos also came, Kevin also arrived. After a full month of begging, I convinced my mom to buy me the battle pass by combining the V-Bucks I got from the old seasons with the V-Bucks I got from the Wingman skin bundle. The game is also starting to develop competitively. People are getting good. This is the time the 90s were invented if you need a scale of time. And then season 6, Calamity's tits, spooky shit, and a butterfly. Season 7, Snow Bunny Heaven, Infinity Blade, Planes, and Blizzard No Entertainment. Season 8, I'll take a break. Reddit Nation is saying Fortnite is gay. They added the flint knock, thank God. And Agent Jones was behind 9/11. Season 9, I don't have a rhyme because some kid made $3 million in the World Cup and went on to have a successful career for years. If only I was slightly older and not absolute ass in 2019. Season X, we don't talk about season 10.
I'm gonna keep typing. I'm gonna need
and then a black hole. History's like poetry. It rhymes. The reboot of Fortnite with Chapter 2 was almost as big as their first boom after they got their shit together in Season 2 too. A certain illness came around that forced us to stay indoors for years, and Chapter 2 Season 2 came out at the perfect time. I had no choice but to grind this game with my friends, which was incredible. So many sick memories from playing Fortnite all day, faking my Zoom classes with the secret pre-recorded footage plus my mic doesn't work method. God, I miss Midas season so much. The pro scene at this point was thriving, but the casual side of the game was struggling with bad matchmaking thanks to skill-based matchmaking, bots and lobbies, and the general gaps in player skill. This was the time I was getting into PC gaming, and Fortnite was the perfect thing to get me into competitive games. And in that 2-year stretch, I easily clocked in 10,000 hours into this game. Maybe not a full 10,000, but a lot. Season 3 comes around, the map is fucking flooding. Still the craziest map change they've ever done. I wish they did more of this. Season 4 was a comp player's wet dream. If you know, you know. Also, Galactus tried to eat Fortnite. He's really trying to get food poisoning, huh? Season 5 is actually really memorable for me, as it was when I first started putting real effort into content on YouTube. I tried to become the next C-Day, fucking failed. I even tried to become the next Noah's Noah. As you can guess, I failed. You're never going to be able to find my old channel, but I'm trying to reach 500 on this one by the end of this month, so you could really help out. This is also the start of a mini decline with Fortnite, as they started heavily relying on collabs rather than content. And then they came out with Season 6, which was genuinely the worst piece of shit season I've ever played. This was a disrespect. Season 7, Rigor Mortis, and me and my friends built building a tire tower to the moon. It was actually a really good season. Aliens were fire. Season 8, I genuinely do not remember. I think they just took a fat shit on the map and had big monsters pull up. And then a big event happened. I can't live without Fortnite. History is like poetry. Wait, I've already said this. Chapter 3 kicks off and we're officially out of COVID. Since my most important years developmentally have been wasted indoors screaming a game that I was dog shit at, freshman year was awkward. But luckily, everybody else was equally socially stunted, so I ended up actually making really close friends from our common interest in Fortnite. Thank you, Fortnite. New map, Spider-Man. Season 1 was really chill. I love the dynamic range of the map. I actually love the Chapter 3 map. All things considered, Chapter 3 Season 1 is actually good. Was it as good as the past? No. Did I enjoy it? Yes. But this marked the point where the game started changing a lot. If Chapter 2 was the point where this game lost its art style, then I can argue that Chapter 3 is the point where the game stopped being recognizable to its old self. For the better or the worse. Season 2 then rolled around with my personal least favorite addition to Fortnite, zero builds. And that's a topic for a completely different video, of course. I'm not gonna get into why I hate it. I don't remember what they did in Season 3, and Season 4 I think had an event. And then Chapter 4 was a fourth one? I think I was supposed to say something about history rhyming. Chapter 5 had Dr. Doom, or was that 4? Fuck, I'm off script. The game started to change very rapidly. More chapters in less time, more collabs, more content. Fortnite really leaned into its identity of being the everything game. In my opinion, sacrificing the game's identity at the benefit of loads of cash from a much larger player base. I get them catering to the lowest common denominator, more pockets to get money from, but I just did not like this. And that was the point that I really stopped playing Fortnite. In the last 3 years, I don't think that I've played even a total of 50 matches. And I guess that's fine. There's always going to be a new generation of player that finds this game. If I go into creative, it's probably a bunch of kids that were too busy being born when Fortnite first released.
Why do you sound like a 5-year-old?
I actually got a little story for you guys. So back when they introduced the OG game mode, I was trying to make a video where I skybased and saw if I could get a win while skybasing. My skybase was shot down by some dickhead and I went and I added them to get some content out of it. We shit talked. He earning checked me. We went a 1v1. I'm running out for a year and a half of Rust. This kid plays the game every day. I got my ass handed to me. It felt like I didn't even know how to play Fortnite. And I noticed this guy's voice is a little high pitched. So I asked the big question. How old are you, bro? Yeah, my jaw hit the floor. This meant I clocked out of my shift at Popeyes. First thing I do is hop on a video game and get my ass handed to me by some kid that was in kindergarten when the game itself came out. That was fucking embarrassing. In retrospect, it's not that deep, but I locked the fuck in, got my ones, apologized for saying bad words to a 12-year-old, scrapped the whole video and the whole channel off of sheer embarrassment. It was never that deep. But regarding Fortnite itself, I guess I got older. My interests changed. I started and graduated from high school in that time, and now me and Fortnite broke up on good terms. That's life. Nothing stays the same. My body isn't even made up by the same atoms that it was when Fortnite released, so I can't expect a damn video game to stay the same. I got hundreds of clips of cherished memories clogging up space on my PC to show for it. Fuck, why am I getting emotional over a damn video game? Happy birthday, Fortnite, and thanks Epic Games for making me become a YouTuber instead of a D1 athlete that I was supposed to be. W timeline change. And I guess if you made it this far, there's probably something that would pique your interest on the screen right now. Peace, y'all.